Hello and welcome to my lockdown kitchen cooking video. Yeah, I wanted to share with you, this is something we do most Mondays because we tend to have a roast on a Sunday. Okay, so not so much during the summer because it's more like barbecue weather, but at the moment while it's still pretty not quite hot yet. Well, it was yesterday actually, but yeah, we'd already planned for a roast. So we had roast pork yesterday, so we've got quite a lot left actually. And basically, yeah, lots of meat, and it was a leg, a little bit of crackling there. Yeah, it was really lovely. It was quite a nice sort of organic piece. Just made lots of nice gravy. So I'm reheating the gravy that had just been kept from yesterday and refrigerated. So when I roasted the meat, I put some celery, some carrot, and some onion. And that, yeah, makes the gravy taste really nice. So, yeah, so that's gonna, so I always call like a Monday tea, like a recycled roast, bit of a mishmash of all what we had yesterday, but kind of cooked together in a pan. So like bubble and squeak basically, or twice hot. So I've got some stuffing that we had from yesterday, sage and onion stuffing. That's obviously completely vegetarian, so if you wanted to have that and you weren't eating meat, then that would be fine. If you wanted to just do that and the vegetables, I've got a nice Savoy cabbage which I'm going to actually just shred and chuck in and give it a sort of a boost of freshness, which I think sometimes a bit of green, a bit of yeah, a bit of crunch as well, a bit of texture. So what I've done is I've just sort of boiled these new potatoes with their sort of skins on, so I'm going to add that as well as another flavour and another texture, really, another variety of potato, because it's like a waxy potato. But I have got literally everything that we had yesterday. So I've got the roast potatoes, we've got the parsnips, we've got the carrots, we've got some peas and some celery and a little bit of broccoli. So I'm now literally, it's going to be all in one pan together, and I start off with a little bit of groundnut oil, but to be honest you don't need a great deal, because actually these roast potatoes, they were cooked sort of around the meat as the meat was roasting, so they've got the lovely kind of pork fat. So obviously that's not for vegetarians. If you wanted to do normal roast potatoes with sunflower oil or vegetable oil, then obviously that would be fine for this purpose. But no, this is not vegetarian. This is for us carnivores, those who like to eat meat, because we've got all the nice flavours from the roast. So that's the parsnips going in. So what I tend to do, I tend to like start off with like this part, cutting up all the potatoes and the parsnips, because I like to get a little bit of coloration on that first in the pan, because when you start to overcrowd the pan with the other vegetables, you don't get such a nice kind of sort of crisp texture when you add it all in one. You can add it all in one. There's no right or wrong. But what I tend to do is I sort of start off by doing that. And this is just on a Monday night, especially after like the Sunday roast, it's like the easiest thing to do. So I'm just going to toss it in the pan, let that cook down. With now the new potatoes, I'm probably going to not put them all in. I might save a few. They're always nice cold in like a salad. So if we had like maybe like a tuna niçoise salad or something like that tomorrow, or a frittata, like an omelette thing, or yeah, sauté potatoes are always nice to have. You know, ham and cheese omelette or something like that. You know, just have and sauté a few new potatoes. Always nice. So they're just going in there to cook with the roast potatoes, because there's not always, because we love roast potatoes, they tend to get a lot of them, the girls love them, so they tend to eat them on the actual day. So we It's nice. We try to do it enough, and we often have enough just for the bubble the next day. But yeah, it's quite nice to add some other potatoes to bulk it up. So yeah, that's my bubble and squeak starting off really. So I'm just going to get a move that all around. I'm going to crisp this up a little bit. So what I quite like to do with this particular roast is basically just get the meat and just sort of cut it up really, and that's all going to get tossed in at the end. Sort of crisp it up a little bit. I think it's quite. I'm not such a big fan of, sort of cold pork. Just find because it is quite like fatty, even though this was very lean, it's quite a fatty piece of meat. Just doesn't. Just not so keen on the texture when it's cold. So I quite like to just give it a boost. You know, you don't need a lot of it. So there's still some more there. And I could do like a Chinese egg fried noodles with this for tomorrow, or egg fried rice. So this is just what I'm trying to explain to you, like one piece of meat from Sunday. Pork's quite inexpensive anyway, and yeah, it was really good value. So it's fed us yesterday, it's feeding us today, it's gonna feed us tomorrow probably, and yeah, there's loads left. So, and you can actually freeze cooked meat as well. There's nothing to stop you. I wouldn't necessarily make a pie out of this. What I'd like to do maybe is make like a broth or a soup, like a Mexican-y kind of spicy thing with chipotle chilies and some peppers and some like pulses and beans, that kind of stuff. That would be really nice to do with that. Yeah, just be inventive, because pork's always nice for sort of spicy things, lovely with oriental sort of flavours as well. So I think that's what I'm going to do with it tomorrow, because I've got some pak choy that I ordered in the shop, and I've got some like bean sprouts and things like that, some fresh ginger, so that's going to go in. So yeah, we're going to have that tomorrow. So it's just giving you some ideas, one piece of meat, you know, not just the same kind of flavours, different flavours. Doing what you enjoy, what you enjoy, what you like. So here you go. Here's my lovely sautéed potatoes there. So I'm just going to bung all this in. And I sometimes chop the carrots. There you go. I'm just going to open these up. I don't know if I'm going to bother today. So literally just pop it through. Peas in there as well. Actually, as you stir fry it, you can kind of squash these down. You want to get a nice colour on there actually. So I normally like leave this to cook for as long as it takes really. You want a nice. I'm going to just chop a few of these carrots actually, just while they're in the pan. Being careful not to scratch my non-stick surface. So this pan's probably seen better days now. These often these ones you buy, you know, on Pancake Day when you buy a frying pan, they start off all well and good on like a T-fowl, and then you end up with, yeah. Crucifying it. So yeah, so that is my lovely bubble and squeak. I'm gonna bung my meat in now, and some stuffing, a little bit. Don't need a lot. And I've got some. I've got another cooking apple that I had left from when I ordered them yesterday, and I'm going to make some apple sauce, going to have some mustard with it. I'm just going to shred some of this cabbage, and we're going to have it soon, and yeah, give it a go. So that's my bubble and squeak, a recycled roast for a Monday night. Give it a go.